the major leagues is where it's at. That's where everybody wants to be. There's no place like it. That's the level we all aspire to play at for as long as we can. And spent the last month there. It was a great experience. Obviously, storied franchise. There's a lot of history behind it, so it was pretty cool.
Getting a taste of the majors, are you feeling a little more motivated now than before, or is it any different?
It's the same. I mean, the motivation's always just to play in the big leagues. So when I hadn't made it, the goal was to be there, and now that I'm back here, the goal is to get back there. The thing about baseball is you always want to feel like you're moving in the right direction. So it's not like, yeah, you play for a long time in the minor leagues, but there's 7 different levels. You're always just trying to move up, and perform a little bit better. And then, you get to the big leagues, opens a lot of doors. That major league service time goes a long ways, so we'll just see where it takes me.
The Dodgers obviously have, they've got a pretty chock-full roster right now. Is that does that feel like a hindrance to you? Do you feel like maybe you have another opportunity with another team?
Obviously, when I signed here, had offers from some other teams, and you can try and sit there and sift through their roster and their minor league system and figure out what's the best place. But in the end, there's just too many variables going on. You just sign up, you play your best, you hope that you impress enough people to get a chance, and then whenever you get that chance, you try to do the most you can with it. And obviously the Dodgers have a lot of good players, but Major League Baseball is the best league in the world. Everywhere you go, it's good players. So you can't worry too much about that stuff. Hopefully, as I said, my experience with LA just continues to open some doors.
It's the difference between AAA and majors. How does that compare to, say, the difference between AA and AAA?
It's the biggest jump in baseball, obviously. The way I put it, at every level you go, the next level is just the best crop from the previous level, and you just continue to weed out players and it's just the best of the best. Keep moving up, and then you get to the major leagues, and it's the best of the best, and the ones that have stayed there, they just continue to gain experience, and they're just good. The competition is really, really good. There's not a whole lot you can do in the minor leagues to prepare for a lot of the roles that you get when you break in. Obviously, like I broke in, I was a bench guy. I wasn't playing that much. You're pinch hitting. You go from being an everyday guy in the minor leagues to that. There's nothing you can really do to prepare for it. So it was an eye-opener. It was a good experience, though, and I'll certainly be much more prepared when I go back.
Are there one or two things that you can point to at the majors, like things that you just never would have predicted about being up there?
You spend a lot of time at the ballpark. You wake up and you're on the bus to the field at 12 or 1, and then you're there until 11, 12 o'clock at night. So it makes for a really long day, and you play a 3-game series, you get on the plane, you go to the next team, and you do it all over again. It just keeps going and going. So I found a new respect for really the grind that those guys go through up there.
Were there any guys in particular who you enjoyed working with up there?
Yeah, all the guys were great to me. Certainly, I think that they appreciate the fact that I paid my dues. I played a long time, and I kept my mouth shut and went about my work. And all the guys were really good to me, and the experience was really positive.
Did you work with Yasiel Puig at all about hitting the cutoff man?
No, he's such a special talent. It's cool because at the major leagues, you see these are the best players in the world, and then you see a select few that are above the rest of the best players of the world. And really, when you put it in perspective, it's amazing some of the ability and the talent you see on a nightly basis, and he certainly has that. He's coming into his own as a player. Like, he watches at bats now. He takes close pitches. He has an idea of what he's doing. So starting to combine his natural ability with a good approach, and he's a fun player to watch.
One thing I always wanted to ask a professional baseball player: how do you feel about the wave? When you see the fans doing the wave, what's your feeling on that?
Honestly, I don't really give it too much thought. I know as a fan, when I went to the Big House in Michigan, to be part of that wave was really cool. They said it was supposed to be the best wave in the nation, so that was cool to be a part of, but when you're playing, I don't even notice it.